Baskin Robbins solely. Here's Baskin Robbins right now. MXL, I knew I was still in your head. And I want to congratulate you, because you finally did the thing that I never thought you would do. You made a moment for yourself. You weren't the shadow of somebody else for once. And you did it all to get my attention. It's not hard to get my attention, MXL. Well, in your case, maybe it is, because the fact of the matter is this, man. I beat you twice. Rivals, Battle to Unify, I beat you in the biggest stages possible. And yet you still keep holding on to those losses. Because you know beating me cements you in this company, and you know losing to me just brings you down. And you took out the point man. That's one thing I'll commemorate you for. But I have something planned in mind. You see, MXL, I know what you want. And man, what an easy road it is for me to get back the title I should have never lost anyway. Portman got the lucky win on me one night in the Chicago Rumble. Unexpected events. Yeah, it was part of the card. It was part of the show. And MXL, if you want to make the Chamber the most expected event in history, well, I'm your guy to make it happen, because nobody in their right minds thinks you are going to walk in the Chamber with that title and walk out with the same belt. Because hell no. Baskin Robbins, I should have expected you attacking me after I won that title. And I'm fine with it. No one gives a shit about the point man. No one gives a shit about Hope Sonic. Nobody gives a shit about Buddy Palmer. Nobody gives a shit about any other man that's trying to go for the US title. The only thing I give a shit about is the US champion is finally beating the shit out of you like you deserve it. And that's all I need to say on the matter. And you're delusional. These people know who the fuck I am. And you know exactly who the fuck I am. Who am I, MXL? I'm you, but better. That's all I ever have been. You're a placeholder for me at the Chamber. There have been a lot of disappointing reigns in this experience we've been in, but MXL, I want to make sure yours is the most forgettable in history. You understand that? I'm going to make sure you bleed head down. Because Baskin Robbins, you beat me twice, and I have no excuses, but I will not stop until I beat you. And make sure you never hold this championship again, let alone never walk again. I'm out to finally take you out for the miserable, wounded gazelle you are. Wounded gazelle, wow. You read a bunch of psychology videos on YouTube. I could tell, MXL, you really know your education. But here's my education. I don't need to study. You immediately put me in this title match without any of those other goons in it. Why, to lose again, huh? You want your career to end, MXL. Fine by me. You see, Baskin, there are three certainties in life. Death, taxes, and Baskin Robbins will get his ass kicked and put down. And that certainty has not passed yet. But the Chamber, I want to make sure you and these people understand who the fuck I am. Let me just tell these people who you are. You're a washed-up sumo wrestler from Japan that thought he could make bank in America, but realized after losing the one thing that could have made him something, and that was at Bloody Saturday, 2 years ago, you'll never surmount to anything because you failed on day one. And it'll never change. You understand that? It all changes tomorrow night, Baskin. When I have you on the ground and I stand over you. A title over my head. A title that you were desperate to get. Because you know deep down that you can relate to me. You know deep down you're projecting who I am. Because that's exactly what me and these people think of you. You think I'm projecting? MXL, I can't be projecting to you. Because you're like me, if you want to consider that. But worse. Because you never win. And the only times you win, it's only the placehold for a guy who actually belongs. MXL, nobody gives a shit about this match. Nobody gives a shit about you winning the belt because nobody gives a shit about MXL anymore. Nobody will after the Chamber because the Chamber is the straw that broke the camel's back for your career. It's time to end MXL's career. I'm proud of you, man, that you finally won something at the end of your career, but it's time that you finally get taken off of life support. Because that's the only thing keeping you up in this goddamn industry. You're pathetic.
Harsh words from Baskin Robbins, the U.S. champion.
Man.
But it's well served, considering that the U.S. champion is only the champion in spite of Baskin Robbins.
That is literally the only reason he is the champion. It's the only reason he went for it. MXL, is this going to be the final run of his career?
Maybe.
If Baskin wins, what is next for MXL at that point? I don't know what the fuck you just said, but